2 minute plus countdown.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment, where you stay up to date on what's happening in the world of Ecamm Live, what's up in the world of gear, what's going on, and you get tips and tricks on how to design your show. My name is Anna Hill.
And I'm Fuljens. Happy Sunday, happy football Sunday, everybody.
Yes, so everybody, yes, we were talking about that, about, oh my gosh, it's football Sunday. So let's join the football fam. Actually, no, everybody, we actually come live every Monday, but today is a special occasion because we will not be able to be here tomorrow, Monday. But we will be back the following Monday, regular schedule programming. So let's enjoy this Sunday. How's everybody doing? Fuljens, go on and say hello to the comments.
Yeah, we have a few people tuning in. Some people who can't watch with us because they're busy watching the games. But thank you for those who hear. Rich Graham already spoke loud and proud. It's like, listen, it's football. Football is on. We have the
And
Believe hero.
yeah, and we have Sherwin. Hello, Sherwin. You know, we have
Yes.
some people that sometimes, they cannot join the Monday. So happy to see you here. Right, look at
Richard is
this.
here. George Canellis, good to see you.
Oh, what are we talking about, Paul? What is going on? Here
Hello,
we go. So,
Kerwin.
yes. So let me see. So that we are Kerwin. Let me see, Kerwin. Oh, let me see if I bring you up. Let me go here to the comments and bring Kerwin up. So everyone, I have two monitors and I switched some stuff today. So I'm trying to get used to this switcheroo that I just did. So bear with me. But hello, here we go. And we
Dr.
have,
Teresa joined us from the LinkedIn side.
yes, Dr. Teresa, hello. Nice to see you here from the LinkedIn side. Tech check. So, okay, everyone, let's go right into it. What is going on in the world of Ecamm? And what is going on is the beta. The beta is, in my opinion, one of the hottest beta since interview mode. Fulgence, what do you think?
I'm biased towards overlay features, so I will have to wholeheartedly agree. This is the most awesome beta ever.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those of you who are not familiar with what's going on with the beta introduced so many features, updates for the text overlays, which is what allows us to do a lot of the designs that you're seeing here. So for example, here in the main scene, we designed this overlays in Ecamm Live, so we don't need to bring any additional app, import any overlays or anything like that. We can design all of it inside of Ecamm. So Ken and Glenn, the developers, did an incredible job updating the overlays. Fulgens.
In addition to text overlays, we also have shape overlay features, motion backgrounds, motion gradients, cutouts, green screen. There's so much fun in this beta. As Paul Dixon says, it's the best beta. Belief Hero says it's more beta. And Sherry says, as Adrian calls it, the beta.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, beta is just what's going on. And the things that we are able to do now is sometimes I look at it like, for example, this is so fitting that Paul Dixon is in the comments, but the things that we can do now in the beta, I mean, check this out. Right? This is an example of what you can do with the new comment overlays and text overlays. And Paul Dixon created this using that, right? So more details, they are in the Ecamm Live beta, how he did it. So you can go and check it out. But that is just an example. And Paul, let me tell you, that looks beautiful, beautiful. I'm like, oh my gosh, when I saw that. I was like, yeah. So these are the things that we can do. Fulgens.
No, and Curran is tuning in saying that I'm so waiting for the beta to be released. IT at my company will not let me use betas. So,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
I mean, you don't have to wait too long, I don't think, because according to Glenn, it's going to be released at the end of September. So, yeah.
Yeah, and by the time it's released, Curran is a pro at the new features and whatnot. So that's what's awesome about using the beta, because once it becomes a public release, you already have all the insight and the tools and the tips and the tricks on how to use the latest and greatest version of Ecamm.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So he would be like right in, like ready to, because even though Curran, you cannot use it at work, can you use it at home and start behind the scenes, getting yourself acclimated with it?
Yes.
So that's epic. Where can I learn to do that comment overlay, Paul? Yes, I'm telling you, listen, the Believe Hero, we were all like, because Paul, Paul has the, what is it? His name, it precedes like the magical Paul. Is that what the lawyer calls him?
Magical Paul Dixon.
Yeah, and now that we're interacting more with him and seeing more of what he's doing, he's definitely magical. He has an incredible sense of creativity that is even more, has brought in more because of how flexible the text overlays are now in the beta. So that is...
Yeah, for sure.
Spatia!
For sure.
Oh,
Hello,
hello.
Spatia.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And once again, thank you, Mr. Moderator, for sharing the link. If you are not a part of the Ecamm Live Beta Facebook group, you can join there at facebook.com/insert URL there to join the Facebook group. And Paul Dixon is very sharing with the ways that he set up these overlays and whatnot in the beta with using the latest beta feature. So check that out. Check out the screenshots and all that. They're very helpful and very easy to follow.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And as Michael Hill mentions, most of Google apps stay in beta for years. And it's definitely true. I've been using the Photoshop beta, and it has been incredible. What I could do now editing photos in Photoshop is just, my workflow is even shorter now. It has helped so much. I can turn around pictures for customers or graphics so quickly now with beta. So yeah, don't be afraid to use the beta, but do as Ken and Glenn mentioned, do be aware that it is still in beta. So we are all testing it behind the scenes, and this open to you, to the public as well. If you would like to be a beta tester, you can do that as well. And if you find anything, any issues, you can report it. So because it's in beta, we test it a lot. And Fuljens breaks the beta all the time. Daniel Chi is another moderator, breaks the beta all the time, and we're reporting the things. But this is what happens. So by the time the release goes out, it is awesome, flawless as it could be release. Fulgence?
I totally agree. So again, ecamm.com/beta. That's ecamm.com/beta to get the latest Ecamm beta.
Yes. And talking about all the releases and things that are going on, Alec Johnson just had an incredible text and tools to use with Ecamm. So if you are looking for equipment or apps or anything that you would like to use with Ecamm to make your workflow better, that is the series to watch. Paul will share that link in the comments so that you can check it out. It's totally free to everyone, so you can go and learn and invest in yourself, because learning is what's going to get us where we want to go. Fulgence, let's talk about Adrian's Ecamm Life Academy.
Let's talk about it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the next session, the next semester, if you will,
Right.
for Ecamm Live Academy, and just because every time I believe the new academy comes out, it also comes with new Ecamm features, and it's around the time of a new release, so there's going to be a lot of engagement, some past members, some new members joining in, and the energy is going to be surreal for this new academy.
Yeah, and it starts in 1 week, right? It starts in 1 week, so it goes for 2 weeks, and there's like Fulgence said, the community and the things that you learn and how you can practice your skills with Ecamm is very relaxed. It's a very intimate group where you can just test things and use all the skills what you're learning during the class. You can use it later in the community, which is a private community just for those of the academy. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Yes. That is September 18th to the 29th. And if you check out Adrian Salisbury Training's YouTube channel, you can catch a replay of the Ecamm Live Academy launch party.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. And Paul, our Paul moderator, Mr. Paul Duncan, is very active in that community as well, him and Valerie. So after the class, they go into the community and they talk about it and they practice with you. So you have so much support in there. Is pretty good.
I'm just laughing at this comment from Michael Hugh. My marriage is beta, so I am always making improvements to meet the wife's bug list.
So here's a very important note from Paul, which is yes. If you use the beta and create any scenes with the new text overlays, do not try to use those scenes in the public version because they will break. And this is because we don't have a break sound, right? We just have a break sound. But this is because Fulgence.
That's because the current version of Ecamm doesn't have all of these overlay features. These are brand new shape overlays, and also the new text box overlay features. These are not in the current version of Ecamm. So if you open those things up in Ecamm, the regular Ecamm is going to be confused, like what's going on, and it's just going to break everything. So don't try it. Or if you're feeling froggy, try it, but it's not going to work. But go ahead, it's on you, right?
Wait, what do you mean if you're feeling froggy?
If you're feeling froggy, to see what will happen if you were to create, like, for example, this scene, right, with the motion background and whatnot, and then load up the native version Ecamm. Go ahead. But we advise you not to.
I mean, so the best thing that you can do, right, is you create a profile.
Back up.
A profile just to test the beta and things like that, right? So that you do your thing, and then when you go to the new version, you can be in that save profile just in case you open it, right? Because it has happened to us. It's happened to like Fuljens will send me something or I will send something to Fuljens and it's like all of a sudden it's all messed up. So we're like, oh, but because we have a copy, we just have to delete and reload.
Exactly.
Yeah. So all right, so everyone, so that's all for the beta and for the things that are happening. However, we had to, thanks to Paul Duncan, our moderator, he updated all of the rules of engagement for the Ecamm Live community and Ecamm Live beta because they were getting intertwined and there are different things that you can post in the Ecamm Live beta and an Ecamm Live community so that you can see it, you can get a response quicker, right? So check this out, right? The rules are in the Ecamm Live beta. But we created this video for you real quick. This video is still on beta. So it's still beta. So we're just going to show you real quick so you can check it out and let us know what you think about it. Here we go. Okay, so that was it. That was the new update. Those are the differences. And this is how you know what to post in the Ecamm Live and you know how to post in the Ecamm Live beta community so that your message can be seen and all of that. We're going to continue to update that video because that video, in the beginning of the year, I set a couple of goals for myself. One of them was to have my certification on digital marketing, and the other one was to learn new types of videos and things like that. So my creating animated videos, I started, right? So I am on track for my goals of the year. To me, right? There we go. Comes to me. So it's going to continue to evolve that animated video, but I thought that it was great for to illustrate Paul's awesome updated guidelines for the Ecamm Live beta in the Ecamm Live groups. Yes.
Michelle Lawrence says nice. Kimberly G says love it.
Oh, here we go, Kimberly G. Okay. We see. Thank you for the because I am over here. Hello, Tori's brain. Let me see. Wait. Let me bring it back here. Okay. And we have, hello, Michelle. Nice to see you here. Okay, John. Fuljens, that message, you can go on and read it. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, no, that's not. Okay.
No, you could switch that.
You can switch it. Okay, here we go. John. Hello, John Mecca. How are you? We have, okay, are we update? Yes. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Clever background idea, a blur full frame with gradient color overlay. It looks smooth. No video lag. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Spacha. Okay, very well done. Thank you. Thank you. Artist. Hello from London.
Tuning in from London. Good to see you.
Yes, hello from London. I'm going to see. This is for all of you, actually. So yes, so that is, remember, continue to play with the beta. Send your feature requests right in the beta group if you have sounds, any other things that goes in the Ecamm Live community. So, all right, so now let's talk about this new gear that it got served to me because, you know, we talk about things, right? And now let's, Fuljens, first of all, you use drones a lot, right?
Yeah, not a lot, but yes, I use drones. Yes.
I would say a lot. Okay, you use drones more than me.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Like, so to me, it's like you use drones more than me.
I
So
use
this
drones. I use drones for you as your photography and video assistant. Yes.
okay, okay. So if Fuljens in the business, Fuljens does the drone photography and the drone videos. But this new little tool that got served to me, it was like, okay, so those times when Fulgens cannot be there, this might be something that might work for me and that might work for us creators when we are outdoors and we're trying to do some things and we're trying to be even more creative. So this got served to me. I don't know if you all have seen it, but if you have, I would love to hear if you have used it and if you have any other application for that. So without further ado, let's see this incredible flying, what is it that they call it? Flying selfie stick,
I
right?
still haven't seen it, but I think it was called flying selfie stick. Yeah.
It just looks incredible. So here we go. We might be served some commercials, but let's check this out.
If you've been a photographer for more than 7 days and you still don't take photos like this, it's because
Check this out. A pocket-sized foldable flying camera or a selfie stick, extremely easy to use. If you don't know how to fly a drone, this is a perfect alternative for quick selfie shots on the go. What is it? How do you use it? How is the picture quality? What are the cons and pros? This video is sponsored by Hub.
Right? I mean, I am interested in it. I haven't looked at the price point. I just wrote it down on my list of, my watch list for Black Friday. But this looks good. What do you think, Fulgens? Now that you saw a little bit and you're familiar with drones more than I am, do you see some? I mean, I know you don't know too much about this specific one, but what limitations or can I expect on that?
Because there are a lot of these toy drones out there, and there are also these toy drone ads that you'll come across on Facebook and X and whatnot. And I don't know. And those toy drones have very poor camera quality also. So you're probably looking at like a less than a 720p camera that's built into these things.
You would
So I don't know.
really?
So yeah, these toy drones are toys. They're basically toy drones, right? So I don't know if it's a toy drone. So I would have to do my research on this one. And, because let's say this thing popped up on a Facebook ad and, is there a real version of it that's not so much of a toy? Is that the one? I don't know. I would need to watch the video some more or kind of like research the one that she's using in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are a
Yeah.
lot of toy drones out there,
Yeah.
because if it's, let's say if, thank you, like June Kang is tuning in, right? He just mentioned DJI, right? So when you see, we have DJI drones, right? We have two DJI drones that we use for production, right? But there are a lot of these fake drones and toy drones out there that's not DJI. DJI is giving you a 4K camera feed and all these other features, right? So have to look into that.
Okay, because I mean,
Yeah.
I would, for June. Okay, so hello, June. So he says that this has been out for some time and it never really took off. This just got served to me. This lady just, so I am interested in it. I want to learn more about it. So actually, Fulgens, go ahead and learn about it and tell me how that is. But I will say that the
Yeah.
quality has to be more than 720, and because.
If it's not a toy drone. So I googled selfie stick drone, and the one comes up for $550.
Cannot be
And
720.
right, it has 4K, and it's called
Okay.
the Hover Air X1 pocket size. It looks exactly like the one that she has there.
I will try this because for my line, for what I do for work, that would be so useful. That would be very
Yeah.
useful. So especially if it's 4K. So anyway, there it is. Thank you, Ecamm, for it. And the DJI are great. That's the one that Fuljens uses. But if Fuljens is not around and I just want to have a drone follow me and this does it, I think I will give it a try. I think I would give it a try. So Fuljens,
Yeah.
there is a really important question for you.
Oh, thank you. This one, I honestly don't remember where I got this one. I honestly don't remember. I'll keep you posted if it comes back to me.
Gamer first, hello. Thank you for
Hello,
being
good
here.
to see you here.
Yes, and the Believe Hero also wants to know where. I mean, it's a thing now. Yeah, Michelle, if you're talking about that drone, I want to learn the trick also. I want to learn. It looks like a hover camera. Okay, it's a hover air. Okay, that's the name of it. Okay, hover air X1.
Yeah. Hover Air X1, and in video modes you have 4K 30, you have 1080 60 and 1080 30
Okay.
there, and then also similar to like the small DJI drones, it says it has palm takeoff, intelligent flight mode, follow mode, all these features that you would find in, for example, I have the DJI Spark, which is discontinued, but it has those type of features as well. So it's worth doing some more research.
Yeah, I definitely would be doing more. And I agree with you, Spatia. Senka is great. Her videos and the way the details and all the examples that she shows us she's great. Yeah, she's great. So okay, 30 FPS and 1080p, and okay, yeah. Look at this.
And then June is recommending saying for that amount of money, stick with DJI Mini 3, which is reliable.
So does it follow me? Does it follow me?
Yes.
Like, okay, and it does all of that. Okay.
Yes.
For that
Sure
amount of
does.
money. Okay. I will look into it. I will add it to my list. Also, I just like the size of it and how compact it gets, and I can just put it in my purse and go with it.
The DJI Mini 3 will.
It will fit also?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that's that. Okay, I see. Okay.
That is also true. That is also true.
Yeah, I mean, this
That
one
is
is
also
so
true.
little that I don't know if, I mean, I guess, I'm not familiar with drones. I know that when we are going to, when we are hired to do some drone photography or some drone videos, Fuljens does have to check all of that to make sure that the area is cleared for
Yeah.
filming. But that being that small, I would say that
You can get a pass, but also DJI also helps you just not fly at all in any type of red zones where you shouldn't be flying, right? So that's
okay,
another
yeah.
thing too.
Michelle
Because
is
like
like,
even the baby drones, I would be just wary of flying them in any type of red zone. Because like, for example, if you're within a certain distance of an airport, I'm still not flying a baby drone around there, you know. So
yeah. I mean, but how many times are we around the airport, right? So it's
just
like,
saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. So like again, I don't know if this particular drone has those features where it's protecting you from where
Right.
you should not be flying.
yeah. It's, I guess we'll just have to learn about it and then figure it out. But that is, I got super excited when
Yeah.
I saw that, and especially how she explains it.
And
So
this
let me
one
show,
will
what
fit
is
more.
900?
Is it the DJI? One of the that sounds about right for the DJI Mini 3. Now I was gonna say that this one seems more of a fit in your purse than the Mini 3 for sure.
Yeah, that's
because
what I'm
it's like
saying.
the remote is kind of like the size of a Apple TV remote or something like that.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
Versus the DJI drone remote, which is more suitable for me. I like that size, but you have less to carry around.
So Rich says the DJI Mini 3 is more money than the Hover Air. $100 more. I mean, $100 more once you are, I mean, it's very close. So it all depends on the capabilities and what you're looking for, the features, right? Because
For
at
sure.
that point, $100 is really not that much of a difference. Okay, so the DJI Mini 3, yeah?
Hmm.
I don't know. All I want is for it to fit in my purse nicely and organized. I don't want any more bulk, and I want it to be minimalistic. So I just go and take it out and follow my customer or all of that good stuff.
Test it out.
Oh, okay. So the DJI Mini 3 starts at 500. What do you mean, Michelle? June is asking. But can you look at? I'm not sure, Fulgence, if you noticed this, but June has the same picture, the same concept, but he changed something. He doesn't have the same shirt, and I don't think it's the same hat either.
It's the same.
Is it?
It's the same. Yes.
June, do you change your shirt? I don't know. It looks different. There's something different about his profile. But yeah, the Hover Air is $350. Richard said, "Okay, we're getting some price checks here."
That's
So-
interesting because I'm seeing. I guess I'm being duped on this website because I see Hover Air X1 $549.95. So what's that all about? What is that all about?
So, okay, I mean, it's all about, for example, the DJI, the Hover Air, all of them, they have their pros and cons, right? Just like the video that I'm learning, the animation video, there are so many different ones, and it's like, okay, it's $100 difference, but what is that $100 different give me? What is that? So we just have to look into it and see which one makes more sense to spend the $100. Because I can get your favorite whiskey for $100, you know. So that's
Exactly.
something. Yeah.
Tough choices. Tough choices.
All right. So Michelle was looking at the pro. All right. So speaking of new things and reinvention and all of that, do you all know that Clubhouse is trying to make a comeback, or kind of did make a comeback as an audio app between friends? So it's more like the walkie-talkie. Remember, Fulgence, you were talking about the walkie-talkie? Like you and your friends used to. So it's more like that, right? It's like
I don't know.
WhatsApp.
I have not been on Clubhouse. All I saw over the weekend was that the logo for the app change is just the hello waving hand as opposed to a featured artist of the month or something like that. And I went in
It was
there
made for friends.
and the interface looks different now. So that's about it. And
Yeah.
I was and then I left. leave quietly. Leave quietly. I left quietly. So that was it.
They're saying that it reinvented itself to be more like a messaging app. But there are tons of messaging apps, so I wonder what's different about it. It's just, oh, I give it to them. They're trying to still be there. Yes, do your thing. Do your thing. And right? It's just whatever works for apps. So, all right, everyone. So we are almost there, but we have a trivia that we have to go over with you again. Those of you who, before we get there, who wants to check out how Paul Dixon did this incredible comment overlay with a new beta, check it out in the Ecamm Live beta group. This is just taking the comment overlays to a whole new level. You can go and check it out there. But we have, Clubhouse is not for everybody. There was something about that. The app was great. It got Fuljens and I talking, right?
You know why I think it was special at the time? COVID.
Yeah.
It was during COVID. That's what it was. And that combined with we were also in the Ecamm Live community, all of us, and we meeting each other all for the first time, and we were bonding, and we had this great camaraderie among us in the community, and then we all went to Clubhouse and went to go experience it together as a group, as a community, and we're able to like create some type of engagement and some energy in there, right? And we were doing office hours in there. Caleb was organizing office hours in Clubhouse. Doc was creating Let's Get Live in Clubhouse, and because we're talking to each other, we talk to each other live on video all the time. And now we just have to be like, hey, we could just turn the cameras off and just jump in there and But then after a while, we just went back to what we do best, and that's just
Right.
being on video and communicating with each other that way, and seeing each other in real life and whatnot. And then,
Yeah. And then
that was
Slack
it.
came because Slack is all of that and then some, right? So you could do
Yeah,
all your
yeah,
messaging to keep everything together, and you can also
right,
have audio.
right. And then also too, we're like, wait a minute. So I'm doing this on Clubhouse, but I could have been did this on Facebook Messenger this whole time. So let's just send voice messages on Facebook Messenger and say, why am I in Clubhouse before? So it's all
It was
these
just
reasons.
the
So many,
organization the Clubhouse had, right? So they had little groups and little rooms, which all the apps try replicating, but still it's interesting though, because the way it took off, it was a great concept. And I just don't know how, what happened. They couldn't keep it because everybody just left, just like Threads, right? It was a huge hit for 2 days, and then it went back down. And people went, like you just mentioned, people went to their normal
yeah.
apps, to the ones that they use the most.
Right.
Yeah.
And especially also as content creators, once you figure out, okay, which platforms I'm going to be investing my time in, right? So I'm going to be focusing on LinkedIn and YouTube and whatnot, and Clubhouse was not one of those priorities for a lot of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hello, Nick Gamer. Hello.
What's up,
And
Nick? Good to
Japan
see you here.
reads, it's funny how things start on the premise of simplicity, like less is more, but then people start wanting more and more, and it loses its meaning. It's no longer simple.
Yeah. So true.
Great point. Great point. And then it becomes X, right? But I do hear that X is doing some has some good numbers, and it has kept it. It has kept his number compared to Threads.
Main,
So
maintaining.
maintaining, yeah. And is that's what it is. That's what you want to maintain, or you want to grow. You don't want to lose. And if you lose, right, there's a lot to just look into and see why that's happening. But with X, we all thought that he was kind of nuts for waking up one day and going X, but I guess he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. It said the platform earned 5.8 millions of net revenues from the app stores, which is 10 times more than before Elon Musk took it over.
Controversy creates.
I mean, yeah, it got crazy real quick. Yep.
Why?
Kimberly, why?
'Cause of X.
The simplicity? Why X? Why?
Y, X, Y. X,
Why?
X, Y.
Why XY? Elizabeth, your thought. I want to read it. I want to read your thought. What is it? Oh, those numbers came from
come
Elon.
Exactly. Inflation.
Yeah, I heard him talking in real quick. It was a TED talk, and he's kind of funny. I never heard him talking, right? So he was kind of funny the way he was talking, and then he's also romantic because he was saying that he couldn't imagine his life without somebody next to him, like a companion to share his life with. So I don't know if that was him being just weird, or if he was trying, or if it was really, really the way he is. But that softened me up to him that he had those type of thoughts, so it's showing that he's not a robot or an alien, right?
Or
Unless
is
he
it?
was programmed to say that.
Yeah.
Right? Who knows?
His language model was prepared. Kimberly says PR. Exactly.
Yeah. It
Yes.
is. Yeah, it is. And exactly, PR. I mean, PR is what's up. This is the thing that I love about watching all of this happen, the way they handle the PR, the way they do this, because it came so quickly. And just imagining their marketing and their office culture and atmosphere when Threads was coming out, and then Zuckerberg is like, okay, we're gonna come up with Threads, we're gonna do this, and then Elon is like, wait, what? They want to do what? Everybody stays in the office for the entire night until we come up, right? Does it happen like that? I will. Whenever I see that, I wonder what goes behind the scenes, and then what they come up with. The strategy that they come up with so quickly is right. We're all watching Elon do this, and then look at the results. Whether he's reporting his own numbers or not, the numbers are positive compared to threats, right?
That's the plan. That's the plan.
They're just saying the PR work. Their PR work. And he knows how to get free PR, right? It's the
Right.
way they did it. The way they did it, it was great. And sometimes when I see all of this, for example, all of this billionaires, right? Elon and Zuckerberg and what was the other one? Google. Google owner, forgot his name right now. All the money that they're making, and sometimes I'm like, do they not? What are they gonna do with all that money though? And I see a lot of them with, what do you do? It's like you sit there and watch it, and that's your inspiration. I don't know. It's great to watch, nonetheless.
Bragging rights.
I
Bragging
guess.
rights.
I guess. So Elon is a lot of trouble with this. Oh, is he really? Do share, Paul.
June says all that money pays for legal.
I guess, right? I mean, it's just it just makes so much money. I'm like, wow. There's like the billionaires that we see and we hear of are in our community, and they're making so much money, and we're like, oh my gosh, what are they doing with all that money? But okay, so
Belief Hero says buy whiskey and drones.
That would be Fuljens.
Right?
That would be Fuljens.
Right. I'll go on a whiskey connoisseur adventure.
Yeah. Okay. X is privately held, so there's no public numbers. Oh, I see. Okay. So Meta is more transparent because it has to be, I guess. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drone. Don't drink and fly.
All of them are government. Oh, so that's what you're saying, Elizabeth, like the politics aspect of it. Okay. Yeah. Right? Okay, that's his
Google.
name? Okay. So don't drink and drone. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Oh. Okay. Elizabeth owns Twitter stock. So it is okay. So let's hear this. Yeah, okay. Yes. Oh, I mean, right. However they're doing their thing and however they make their money, we're just here watching, and it just keeps us entertained and give us something to talk about. That's it, right? That's just basically what it is.
And also as lurkers like myself, my Twitter lurkers, and people who don't tweet and just watch to see what happens. It'll be interesting to see how X evolves and what new features do come to fruition as what they've been saying. Oh, it's going to be the platform for this and the third. So let's just see if any of that happens, and what is the impact of that. A few weeks ago, I saw a post where they said, here's going to be the new media grid for, if you have your profile and you have your posts, your media, your tweets and whatnot, there's a grid. The grid looks similar to what Instagram's grid first looked like when Instagram first came out. So like the pictures are in a grid format. Right now, the media is kind of like in a scrolling format. So I don't know if that's true, if that's going to happen, and, if people will take a liking to those type of things, but it's just so interesting how, well, it's kind of not interesting. It's kind of like, it's not a surprise either that you would take a feature that Instagram had from the past to bring it in and try to make it new and make it your own.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens, right?
Recycling.
That's what creativity is. To just recycle ideas.
Threads is taken
decorate
from
it.
Twitter, and now Twitter's like, okay, we'll take some of your OG features and make it ours now. So
Yeah, it is incredible though to all the available funding for technology, for apps, for anything that's related to AI, any apps, any SaaS. I mean, there is so much funding out there for that type of things and for those types of projects. So sometimes when I hear people going, "Oh, I don't know, what I'm doing," and they're developers and they're looking for jobs in developing, there's so many opportunities out there. You just have to really, really look for it, because Fulgens and I hear about it all the time. We get approached. Hey, this is this amount of money, and the amount of money that they flaunt. I don't know if that's the right word, Fulgens. I like, hey, you guys, here's this money for you to do this. It's like, but we're not in that as that part of that technology, right? But it's out there. So for software developers, for if you want to develop an app, if you have the development skills for a SaaS application, there's so much out there. Just look for it. Really, if you have an idea for an app, look for it. The funding is out there. It's out there.
And also, if you want to create programs more so towards community impact and education, there's funding for that as well in the world of tech. Yes.
Yeah, in the world of tech, everything, a lot of technology is there's a huge push of, and it's still, right? It's not even related to AI, right? So I can only imagine all the funding that's available for AI apps and all of the integration. So yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Paul is still with eggs. Eggs is okay.
Insert toilet flush sound there.
Oh, you're
Thank
so
you,
welcome.
Spatia.
Thank you, Spatia. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. So we're sharing Twitter stock information now. Look at that. Oh my
Nice.
gosh, that is not bad at all. Wow,
Thank
Fulgens,
you,
go ahead
Liz.
and buy some.
I'll get back to you.
All right, there's for you, Fulgens Henry.
Ecamm has always felt like it was constantly evolving. That made me want to invest my time to learn the software and commit to it as my production go-to.
That's it.
Dual horns. Dual horns.
All X has to do is have successful RMTP rollout. Seriously, IG just let my stream without my just let you stream without
Nice.
your phone.
You got oh no, because seriously, IG, just let me stream without my phone.
Okay, I was like, oh,
right, because
okay.
why is that feature not openly available to everybody as of yet, regardless of what account you're on and whatnot, and kind of like slowed down altogether?
It did.
Right? So
It did. It did. That's what I don't get. I don't understand why there must be, I don't understand the technology that I don't get it. The equipment maybe cannot handle so many, because why don't they roll it out to everybody? Right? It's not like
Right.
it's like, oh, exclusive to, because you have
Which makes
4,000
no
viewers,
sense.
but then you don't go live, for example, right? So
right. It's very weird.
yes, Elizabeth, grants. Yeah, grants, funding, all
Yep.
of that. All of that is out there. So look for it. It takes some work, right? It will take some work because you have to apply for the grants. You have to apply, but it's available for you. It's available. It's there for technology.
It is there. There are grants out there. Doc is
Doc?
in the building.
Oh my
I can
gosh.
stream it on
Hello.
my
Happy
phone.
Sunday.
Yeah. And then I've tried that on one of my other accounts, and I still didn't get approved. But probably not 5 days in a row. So I take that back.
Yeah. Wait, Instagram you're talking about?
Doc is saying that that's his workaround. If you want to unlock streaming to IG from your desktop, he went live 5 days in a row, and then he got approved
Okay.
from his phone. Like, go live 5 days in a row from your phone, and then you'll get the desktop unlocked.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, go for it.
And that's why.
Okay, so here are the questions for Doc. Here are the
Doc
questions
said
for
it
Doc.
too.
Juncan goes, why you not in the air yet?
Right.
And then Paul Duncan, are you on a plane? Fulgens, you're Haitian, that's why. The Believe Hero is going to give that a try.
Yes.
And Doc is
It's
heading to
worth
the
giving a
airport now.
try.
Doc is heading to the airport now. Yes. So yeah, give that a try and see what's just go live. Keep going live until they trigger it. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
if you want
it's
to,
worth giving it a try.
Yeah, if Instagram is your thing, just go for it. Just do that. Because a lot of people have the Instagram live, but they don't use it, and that's why I'm wondering what triggers it, right? So what is it? Is it that Doc is saying just go live and trigger it, or is there something else? Because I know
Right.
a lot of people who have Instagram live and they don't go live on Instagram, so,
Right.
but they still have
Right.
it.
So like on my main Instagram account, I have that go live feature, but I don't use it on the main one. I don't have a use to use on my main one. But what I can tell is that I'm grandfathered. Like I have like a grandfather IG, if that's what you call it, right? Just like I signed up IG when IG first came out. So is that one of the reasons why I have that feature?
I mean, you do have, if they're going for the amount of followers that you have, you do have a lot of followers on that account. So, but how does that correlate with going live? You know, having a lot of viewers and going live. Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess let's try going live for 5 days in a row and then report back and see if that works.
See if that works. Yes.
Yeah. See what's up. Okay. So we have, let's see, the last before we go into the trivia. Okay, there we go, Doc. Doc probably is working on that already. Fuljens?
For any company to do video streaming, they have to look at their subscriber numbers. Normally, they'll make the assumption that at any given time, 50% of their subs might want to go live at the same time.
Okay. Okay. I mean,
Good to know.
okay.
That's a good point.
If you want to date with your crush, you keep being nice, doing nice things, and get a yes. Don't be a stalker, though. Who was that from? Is that for Instagram? Is that
It's a
Analogy?
docism. A docism for going live to IG.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, is that an analogy, Doc? What are we doing? So the stream show tonight is a premiere, says Paul Duncan.
Yes. DJ Strick and Kevin Colby tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
That's new episode right there. That's gonna be nice. It's nice to see DJ Strick back.
Yes.
Yes, he's so excited about. Okay, so let's see. Let me show you know what I'm gonna do because Doc is here and he's probably just waiting for to be called in. But Doc, check this out. I don't know if you remember how early during the year I had two goals. One of them was to get a certification on digital marketing, and the other one was to learn a different type of video. So because it's almost the end of the year, I started with animated video, and I took Paul Duncan's updated rules for Ecamm Live community and the Ecamm Live beta communities, and I turned it into this little video. Check this out. Yes, that's what's up. So I am on track again. I just gotta give myself because you gotta celebrate yourself, right? Yes, I'm on track. I'm on track for that. And yes, okay, pretty cool. So
dancing.
is the left lower graphic fully built in Ecamm? Let me tell you something. Yes, with the exception of the overlays. So I'm going to bring it back up. This one you're referring to? Yes. Was inside of Ecamm. And if you can see like Fuljens hands up, right? It's automated. It's an automated folder. We put everything in there and then it just goes to just coming up next. And you can do that with anything that you want to be automated. So automated scenes right there. Ecamm, just making it easier for all of us to produce incredible live streams and production. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you know, I was trying to look for a graphic that looked similar to Paul, and that was the closest one that I found in there. So I'm gonna continue to look into that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Fuljens, your vest is lit today. Your comments. Yeah, so
What's up, Dan?
tune in to Building Blocks this Wednesday, and we will cover that so that you can see how we created it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice, nice. Of the zoo. Thank you. Right, to whether it was to the video or to the graphic. Thank you, George. Yes, the automated part is incredible. It just keeps everything so
Absolutely.
automated.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So yes, you are so welcome. And okay, George, to both. Okay, awesome. So let's do this trivia that we've been promising. Again, this is going to be for some of the Ecamm merch that the Ecamm merch store has been upgraded. There are some really cool stuff in there for you. It's t-shirts, their cups, their mugs. There are tons of different things that you can get to represent the love and your loyalty to Ecamm Fam. When you get your merch, you can take a picture, a selfie, and feel free to post it in the Ecamm Live community, saying that you got your merch. All right, so here it is. Okay, so let's get the question right here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. Because you see, I'm trying here. This is something different that we did today. And here's a question. Is it possible to use both the standard version of Ecamm and Ecamm Live Beta on the same computer? Yes or no? 30 seconds on the clock, which is invisible right now. Let's go. Okay. Jim says or. I love it. I love it, people. Okay. Okay, look at them. Yeah, you did. You did, Rich, because you know you were was Rich on LinkedIn?
LinkedIn?
I think no, Rich, you weren't on LinkedIn.
The question wasn't on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. So let's see who the winner was. Let me get
The first comment after Paul says the answer is or. Like the first correct answer after Paul's.
No, that was June.
Right. So the first correct answer you see after that
Is the winner
underneath the
right here?
There you go.
Yes, George. Okay, congratulations, George. It is because we have a lot of questions about that. And yes, you can. But as Paul mentioned earlier, be careful when you create something in the beta version, especially overlays and things like that, and open the standard version of Ecamm, because things are going to be shifted. Because it's not there. One is on beta and the other one is the regular, so the updates are not there. But other than that, you should be fine with having both versions on the same computer. Another question that we get a lot is this. Fuljens.
I know everything in 4.1 is in beta, but I have to ask, how many of you are running this on your main setup? I'm excited for a lot of the new features, but I've had bad experiences trying to run other beta softwares and whatnot, and I'm also impatient. What do you think? Is it safe to run on my daily machine or hold off until the actual update starts rolling out?
And we covered this earlier. Yes, and then yes. But you have to be comfortable using it, right? You have to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I was one where I was like, I don't want to use the beta. I don't want to use the beta. But now, because of all the feature updates, I'm like, I'm using the beta and I'm just gonna use it. And it has been flawless work. Flawlessly. We are streaming on the beta right now. You're seeing how it's working. We're using all of the features. And yes, but again, you need to feel comfortable doing that, right? So George Canellis,
Hashtag not your average beta.
Exactly, right? Now your average, yes, Fuljens, go for it. So George Canellis, how can he claim his prize, Fuljens?
George, send your email to marketing@ecamm.com. That's marketing@ecamm.com to claim your free Ecamm merch gift certificate. Congratulations.
Yes, and he's like, well, yahoo! Yes, it's Super Bowl. Oh my God, it's football.
Sunday.
It's football Sunday. Yes,
Sunday.
better baby, everybody, right? Team Better Bunch. Ain't nobody got time for regular.
Exactly.
Better for 3 weeks, and I have had 0 issues, to be honest. Here we go.
Yes.
And let's see what
Echo.
Yeah, Echo. I was looking at Junkan. Bye. Thank you so much,
Peace,
June. It was
June.
awesome to see you.
Good to see you here.
Okay,
friend.
so I echo. Fuljens, go ahead.
I had a weird problem. I was doing a remote interview, and 15 minutes in, my computer ran out of memory. It said I was using 500 gigabytes in 20 minutes of an interview. Super simple setup, crazy. Didn't happen again. Yeah, and it didn't happen again. That's the thing, you know.
But I echo when
But-
things like that happen. Oh, go ahead, Fuljens.
Oh, no, I think you were going to say the same thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, when things like that happen, just report it to the team. Just get that, report to the team, let them know, so that, because if it happens to you, right, it might happen again. So you don't want that happening again. So even if it doesn't, just send it, right? Send it, and then that
Yeah.
way you know if there was an issue, it's resolved for next time for you. Yes.
Yeah. And then, I wanted to add to that is, sometimes things happen and then they don't happen again. So when it does happen, just send it, because there's a chance that it might happen again, or it might just haunt you later on down the road, like it always does. Like
Wait,
when
are
I'm
you
trying to
speaking
break.
from experience, Fuljens?
Yes, definitely. It's kind of like a lessons learned. It's like, so it's like when you go back into Ecamm, it doesn't happen again, right? So you don't bother sending a support ticket or whatever the case might be, but then something else will come up, or it'll just haunt you later. Not happen again like right away, but it'll happen again later on down the road.
Then you will be like, oh man, I should have submitted that ticket. But then you're in the middle
Exactly.
of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yes, Fuljens, stop breaking the beta, says Paul.
so they can release it.
Oh, he sent a report. Good for you. Here we go.
Yes.
For you. Yes.
Absolutely.
And then Doc is suggesting.
Get the 2 terabyte max, and it never happens.
I love giving feedback and seeing updates happen in real time. Yes, that's the best. That's the best. That's how we all get better, right? Getting feedback and taking action. So yes, everyone, this has been a great Sunday. We, Ecamm Network News, will be back next Monday, regular programming, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Ecamm Live YouTube channel. There are great, again, shows happening, as you saw. Following this today is the stream show premiere, so stay tuned for that. And Fuljens, any last minute anything that you would like to add?
It's Doc's comment. It is that comment is just so on time, right? Because a few minutes ago, there was some bandwidth stuff going on. I don't know if you saw on my end. I don't
I
know if you
did.
saw it on your end, right? And then June said something about Anna stealing the bandwidth or whatever. What's up? And then it just fixed itself, and we haven't had that issue since. So every time I tell June to fix something, he comes in and it just works.
Yeah, I saw you melting, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not even acknowledging so he doesn't go crazy. But
No, I saw it I saw it melting too, but there's nothing we could do, right? Just let it
Right.
melt.
it just melts, Fuljens, melt.
just let it melt.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh,
it's
man.
probably I guess I heard my son wake up and his games are intensive with graphic. So then I saw him sending me a text, and then I saw him stopping. So it's probably that he figured it out. Not to get It's probably that.
man.
But yeah, so Doc, have an awesome flight. Have a safe flight. We will see.
Yes.
We will see you and hear from you next week, right? So everybody, thank you so much again for being here with us, and tune in for Wednesday for Building Blocks, especially if you want to learn how we created this automated scenes and how we designed all of that automatically so that you can send your message across and then just sign it here inside of Ecamm with this gradients. I mean, right? Like we have gradients,
it.
we have
We got motion
Shadows.
gradients. I was just happy with gradient. Let's leave it like that. And now they added motion gradient and motion borders and drop shadows and cutouts and green screen overlays and
I mean everything.
so
It's
much. Everything is there.
It's
Everything.
just awesome.
Just-
So
just
again, you can go ahead and download the beta. You can test it. You can have fun, and you can stream with a regular version if you feel more comfortable with that. Otherwise, wait until I believe it's the end of September that is going to be released, and enjoy it then. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come over. Look at this. Okay. All right, everybody. This has been awesome. It's the Saturdays. Sundays are actually pretty cool, Fuljens. But yeah, we gotta.
we have to give it up.
We have to give it up. We have to give it up. But everyone, thank you so much for spending time with us. My name is Anna Hill,
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
and you're watching Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. Bye.